Hi there, it's Melanie. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for taking the time and clicking. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Do me a favor, take a second, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to like and share. I'm on a journey to discover as much as I can about entrepreneurship from across the globe. I hope you've enjoyed some of the videos I've shared already about nuggets and lessons I've learned along my journey from different entrepreneurs from Africa. Today, this video will take us to Nigeria, where I'm going to share with you two entrepreneurs I've discovered through Wode Maya, both who are making a huge impact in Nigeria. The first one is Mr. Innocent.
Good. My name is Mr. Innocent Chukwuma. My Igbo name is Ifediaso.
And what does that mean?
Something holy.
Mr. Innocent is a humble man. In fact, Wode Maya had an opportunity to have a meal with him and his family in his home. He was open to share his story and his many lessons he's learned.
I came in here to interview him, but you know what? He decided to sit down and eat with me.
This man doesn't like this food.
No.
Maya, are you enjoying the food?
No, like I'm really enjoying the food.
I'm waiting for you. Let me eat to the standard I have reached before I continue.
As a young man, he graduated from high school, and instead of going on to university, he decided to go right out into the workplace so that he could learn about business.
After high school, what happened?
I go to learn the business from other people.
So, which means you didn't go to university.
I didn't go to university.
What did you learn from the beginning after high
I
school?
learned about dealing on motorcycle spare parts and motor spare parts. That's what I learned.
You were dealing with motorcycle.
But my experience on that drive me into motorcycle assembling and motor assembling.
He worked with his brother in this pharmacy, and he learned his very first two lessons. The first one, importance of hard work, good work ethic, working hard, and his second lesson, the importance of being honest in everything you do, in business, in work, and in life.
You were working in a pharmacy shop.
Yes.
After high school.
Yes.
That was for your.
My brother, Gabros.
Is it your brother that gave you the?
Yes, my brother has a pharmacy shop. I work with him. From there, I learned the motor and motorcycle spare parts dealing.
Mr. Innocent shared the importance of sharing these two valuable lessons with youth every day, because these are two key to success for any entrepreneur and any person in the business world. When I think about it, in life in general.
Because of the honesty he see on me, he took me like a son.
So you mean honesty is the key?
Honesty is the key. My son honesty, under the legend will not know me. It's there he supply excess goods to me, and I return it back to him. He remarked me.
Which means
and support me all the time.
you're trying to tell young Africans to
Yeah.
be honest.
Honest is important. Honest is an investment. When you are doing something, you are doing honesty. It's an investment. You can never go down. People will know you.
It was these two lessons that helped Mr. Innocent on his first business. See, his brother saw his hard work and his honesty and helped invest in him in starting his first business.
He loved me because of my honesty. He took me like a son. He supported me a lot.
From the humble beginning
Yes.
till now, there should be something that keeps you moving. What is that thing that keeps you moving?
Well, I believe that anybody who wants to be tomorrow have to be sincere with people. Anything you discuss with anybody, you stand on that. Everybody would like to deal with you. Like me, everybody I have dealt with want me tomorrow. because I like to entertain in the truth.
Yeah.
Stand on my stand, and that's makes things to happen. My youth today, I'm telling everybody, try to work hard in your youth and be honest. If you are honest in your youth, you cannot go back.
Mr. Innocence saw the importance of finding needs and a solution to the needs in Nigeria. He was observing manufacturing, or the lack thereof. The importing and exporting is very expensive in Africa. He saw that if he was able to manufacture things in Nigeria, this would be a great opportunity for him. In fact, Wode Maya refers to him as the industrial revolutionist.
When I look in Africa, you find out Africans are no longer using new vehicle. So I look to know why. I find out because a new vehicle is too expensive, because they are not producing. I focus my attention on how to produce. That's why I named the company Innocent Vehicle Manufacturing, not assembling.
His first company was a motorcycle company where he assembled motorcycles with different parts. Now at the beginning, he had to import some of those parts, and it took time and money to get them.
Where were you getting the motorcycle from the beginning?
I learned about motorcycle spare parts. I research by myself and get the component by myself and make assembly of motorcycle.
Dr. Innocent, there's something I don't understand. After high school,
Yes.
how did you get the money to start the motorcycle?
After high school, I started trading on motorcycle spare parts. From trading on motorcycle spare parts, I built money to motorcycle assembling.
He also discovered another need. If he was able to manufacture the plastic parts in Nigeria, this would save him. So he ultimately started a plastics company where he's gone on and had many other opportunities other than manufacturing the parts for his motorcycle. Tables, chairs, mannequins, and eventually parts for his car manufacturing company. Yes, that is his third business.
I have the largest plastic plant in West Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
And where is that?
Enugu, in other states.
Are you going to take me there?
Why not? If you are ready, I will take you there. It's number one in Africa.
They manufacture.
Manufacturing of plastic, in all type of plastic.
So which means that they will use the same plastics from there.
I use my motor component plastic, I produce in there.
That's incredible.
Why I set up plastic is to use for my manufacturing plants. Because plastic is everywhere. I make all these bumpers and all these parts of the plastic component of motor in my factory.
3 huge manufacturing companies that have not only helped employ many people, but also Mr. Innocent shared his journey with Wode Maya of the other lessons he learned. Obviously, identifying the need and filling those with other opportunities diversifies him, but also he sees the importance of providing opportunities to train individuals that are willing to work hard and be honest. He's hired over 4,000 people in these different endeavors. He's also taken the time to train most of them himself.
Dr. Innocent.
Thank you.
How many people have you employed so far?
I have total workers about 4,300. 4,300 workers working under me.
They are all in a payroll.
Yes.
You know, something that I'm so proud talking about you is that you're a man that never had a university degree that so many young Africans boast with, but now you take care of 4,300 people,
400 workers working.
which I think
in 5 industries.
incredible. In 5
Industries, yes. My 5 industries are working. I have total of 4,300 workers.
Not only is he giving back by giving back to Africans, but he's also providing great opportunities for great quality products manufactured in Africa.
How does this make you feel?
Well, that's my job. I'm trying to create job for people. Create an idea, people can use it to survive. You understand? Like in Africa, I'm the only one who can produce this type of thing. Others one you see in the market is imported.
It's important.
I'm the only one that's challenging them.
When he started his car manufacturing company, he explored the importance of what worked and what didn't work. He saw that when they were importing cars, the cars were not lasting long and they were expensive because these cars were not built for the African terrain or climate. So he ensured when he started to develop innocent vehicles that he was developing them for Africans.
One of the unique selling proposition of innocent vehicles is that we produce African vehicles. When we're talking about African vehicles, we look at the African topography, we look at the African climate, we look at the African nation. We produce vehicles that can match us, not a made in an European vehicles, being sold in an African thing. You understand? So we try to understand ourselves, the regionalization and the topography. Then we understand the kind of vehicles that can fit into the African soil, and we produce it according to it.
In the African climate and the terrain. He talked to a lot of people to see what they would be looking for in a car and made sure that they were affordable. He started off with mini buses and started to develop other sort of vehicles.
We started to produce pickup. We started pickup and small bus.
Okay.
And it was fantastic. When people see, they're surprised. That's the first one we did.
Okay.
And it went well, people like it. We have changed the model the first time, and we're changing it again the third time.
He was able to utilize the plastic company, and as well with that, created a tire company. Tire, motorcycle, plastics, and a car manufacturing company. My goodness. He was definitely diversifying.
He established a motorcycle factory here in Nigeria, a plastic factory of which I'm going to take you around. He also got a tire manufacturing factory and also a car manufacturing company here in Nigeria.
But he shared along the journey the ups and downs, the lessons he learned, and the importance of continuing to keep an eye on the prize, making sure that he is his word, following through in everything he does. Now, of course, in all businesses, there are going to be ups and downs. And he faced many of those, especially when it came to the car manufacturing, because not all cars are going to sell well at the beginning. He had to listen to the people that were buying the cars.
What is the major challenge that you face when establishing this?
Well, in Africa, challenges comes every day, and the important thing is to be able to pass the challenge, because when we started, the energy situation in this country is not good.
Okay.
So we are burning diesel. After some time, diesel price become ×2. So everything become expensive. We are trying to, there's sometime government always trying to allow the natural grid to work. So the most challenges we have then is electricity problem. But today it's not like that again, it's now better.
It's not better.
But what he did share is no matter where he goes, he feels very proud when he sees an innocent vehicle, a motorcycle, or anything that was created by the innocent plastic company.
When you see what you've achieved today, what makes you feel so proud about it?
What makes me so proud about it is that today, anywhere I go in this country, I see innocent products. I can see innocent plastic, I can see innocent vehicle, I can see innocent tires, I can see innocent all those things. Makes me happy when I see them working perfect.
All these lessons are so good, and he shares his desire to help anyone who's willing to work hard by guiding them and mentoring them. And I'm sure Wode Maya took him up on that. I would love that opportunity to sit down and learn from this man. He's a wealth of knowledge, and those values of hard work and honesty have taken him very far.
If they can put effort they are doing other countries, they will make it double. Africa is a virgin place to work. See our agriculture and other things. There's a lot of opportunity in this country. Let them come back. I will direct them. I will guide them. They will make it more than what they are making overseas. As far as you are sincere, ready to work. If you are sincere, ready to work, you will make it more. This Africa is more open for people.
The other entrepreneur I want to share with you today is Alan. Now, Alan is an entrepreneur with a large, vast past. He started off as a lawyer and invested in real estate and was very successful in both of these. But he wanted more. He really wanted to create jobs for people because his other businesses only hired a few people and were very successful. So it wasn't anymore about making money. It was about giving back.
Yeah, it is true that I'm a lawyer. That was my first call. My first passion was law. I practiced law from 1990. I was called to Dubai in 1989. I started law practice in 1990. By 1991, I had become big because I went into real estate too. I had a real estate company. Okay. I'm into real estate, big one. But then I had a trading company too, import and export trade. So I had these things going for me at a very young age. Now, after some time, I was making money. I was helping people. I was doing a lot of philanthropy. I have so many people, thousands of people on my foundation, going to school, that I pay school fees for. Even today, we've instructed the bank to pay out a lot of money on behalf of people. I do those things.
He explored many different options. He looked into starting a TV company, a radio station, even a newspaper. Someone had come to him with the idea of going into aviation, but he wasn't quite sure because he knew nothing about aviation.
In the course of looking for the kind of business I will invest in order to create massive employment opportunities for people, someone now told me that, Alan, okay, why not go into aviation? That one jet, one Boeing 737 could give job to about 1,000 people.
He was told that he would be able to create many jobs, and this tweaked his interest. But as he didn't know anything and he was humble enough to admit this, he hired a consultant who actually had an aviation charter company himself. He taught Alan all he needed to know about aviation, the different types of planes and what he would need.
German aircraft.
Yeah.
When I got a consultant to help me, set up the airline, the first thing we did was to be buying Donia jets. The man my consultant was running private charter company. So he led me into buying these smaller planes for charter.
But Alan learned very quickly the importance of ensuring people understand your vision. This consultant thought that Alan was interested in making money. So after purchasing these charter airline, the crafts, the planes, he quickly realized that no, in fact, it wouldn't hire 3,000 people for one jet. The consultant said, no, you'll need a couple crews of people, some pilots, and some people to maintain. It won't be maybe 30 people. Alan was very discouraged and, in fact, angry at the situation. He reiterated his desire to hire and employ 3,000 people.
And I said, so these 3 planes will provide 3,000 jobs. So he said no. His name is Engineer Bolanho Abaton. In fact, he taught me all I knew about aviation. He said, no, Alan, no. This cannot give job to 3,000 people. In fact, this is a lucrative business. This is charter business. Then charter was booming in Nigeria. That all you need is just some 2 beautiful girls to market the charters. Then you need about 2 sets of pilots for each aircraft, and maybe 4 or so engineers, or you register with somebody to be maintaining that. You don't need, in total, you don't need up to 30 people to work in this airline, and you'll be making over $100,000 every day.
You see, many people had come to him looking for loans to start their own business, but he thought if he provided opportunities to employ people, that this would also be a success.
And then you have some people who come to me, oh, I want to do business, Could you give me this XYZ amount of money or dollars? You give them, the next moment they come back again, they keep on coming back. Some were taking advantage of me too. So my father now said, why not set up business and get these people employed instead of giving them money to.
After he clearly outlined his vision, once again to the consultant informed him, then you want a commercial airlines. These charter planes are not what you need.
So the next morning, I told him no, that this is not what I wanted. So he said, okay, what do you want? I said, which one can give people plenty jobs? That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the one that will not give people jobs, that will enrich me. That was what I told him. He's alive today. So he said, in that case, what you're asking for is a full-blown commercial airline. That means you have to go and buy the Boeing 737s. But let me warn you, it's a risky business. It doesn't make money. That one is risky. You don't make money. It's a lot of costs, buy spares, but this one, the overhead on that one, so many. But this will be making, I said, I don't want money. I just want to create jobs.
What was he going to do with 3 charter crafts now? Well, he went back to the States to discuss this with one of the men he bought one of the planes from, and expressed his desire to start a commercial airline. The man expressed, you know, this is not going to help you make money, and it's going to take time and effort, and you need different types of planes. Alan expressed the type of planes he wanted, and the man said, no, I won't sell you those planes because those won't help. After Alan expressed what his desire was to have different flights from one place to another, he said, no, you'll lose money that way. You need these type of aircrafts.
So instead of coming back to Nigeria the following morning, we turned back and went to the US. Right. We went to the Jetran International LLC. The man sells planes in hundreds. So we went back to Texas, where he saw us because we bought Donia Jet from him. He said, why are you back within under 1 week? And I told him that what I actually wanted wasn't Donia, that we made a mistake, but I'm not returning the Donia to him, but I would like to buy 737, that I want a full-fledged blown airline. So he said, why do you want to go into commercial scheduled flight operations? I said, because I want to create job in Nigeria. He looked at me, are you serious? I said, yes. Do you know this is risky? I said, yes, risky, but if I handle it well, I may not lose the money. But can it give jobs? He said, yes, massive job employment, but do you want to go into this? I said, yes.
He wanted Alan to go away and think about it and really ponder this before he made any more investments. So Alan went away and thought about it, and he still stood his ground about what he wanted to do, creating jobs. He went back and once again sat down with this man. This man was so happy to see that he wanted to give back to Nigerians and create opportunities for them to have employment, that he said, I'm going to help you. I'm going to get you the aircrafts that you need to be successful. And he did just that and gave it to him at a good cost because he saw in Alan what was possible. He saw that Alan was determined to help make a difference in Nigeria.
He wanted to sell the classics to me, the ones with, so I said no. So he said, no. In that case, because of your intentions to help your people, I don't want you to fail. Listen to me, I don't want you to fail. You go back to your hotel, come back tomorrow. But I'm not going to sell Dash 800 to you because I want to help you. So we went back to the hotel. When we came back the next morning, he said, now, you want plane with winglets? I said, yes. It's okay. I have classics with winglets that with Continental, United and Continental. Yeah. They are with Continental. I'm going to ask for those planes back. I was very happy. He sold 4 of these to me. Yeah. For peanuts. Because he just wanted to help. He was so excited that somebody was passionate about his nation, passionate about the poor people in his country, how to give jobs to them, not to do anything wrong. So he decided to sell these planes for peanuts to me, fresh from sea check.
Finally, He had the crafts he needed and went back to Nigeria. But he quickly realized that it wasn't going to be as easy as the other businesses. And he had to wait to get the licensing. To be a commercial airline took time and energy and, of course, money. But as all of the licensing processes was happening, he started to look for people to hire, people with experience, expertise, but also ones that needed to be trained.
It took me about almost 2 years to get my AOC to start operating as an airline. This thing happened in 2013, beginning of 2013, but we started operations October 24, 2014. So almost 2 years before we got our license.
A major challenge you ever faced establishing this?
The major challenge was getting our license. That was a major thing. Then we talk about recruitment, of getting the right people to work with. That's another thing. And of course, when we are coming in, we remember the not so good incidents of crashes before in the past. So I decided that, okay, I don't want to play or joke with my engineering and maintenance. We spent a lot of money in maintenance and engineering. We decided to contract a British company, BCT Aviation company, aviation maintenance company from Britain, to take charge of our maintenance, because I wanted them also to bring up our people up to speed, to be able to do things rightly. So those were the initial challenges. And again, challenges of getting foreign exchange to do the business the way you want to do them. Is always some kind of teaching problem here.
As he had purchased more aircrafts, the planes, he would definitely be able to then hire more people. As he started to see what was falling into place, he also discovered there were going to be other challenges, such as ensuring that he was going to be able to do what he wanted at an affordable price for the people flying his airlines. Wode Maya asked him, why is it so expensive to fly? He shared that when he started Air Peace, the largest airline in West Africa, that he had a vision and that it didn't necessarily fall exactly into place the way he thought it would, because there were many countries that had high tax in order to land, that charged a lot for landing. And of course, the fuel, everything else was costing extra monies. This wasn't a desirable thing that he wanted or even expected. So Alan said that he needed to get tough and stand his ground and be willing to go to court with these countries to ensure that they were able to accommodate these things and come with a reasonable cost, so that he was able to continue on.
Why is it that it's so expensive to fly in Africa?
Yeah, it's so expensive to fly in Africa because of connectivity issues. The governments in Africa are still not opening up. For instance, my country gave me the destination to fly to start the Côte d'Ivoire route. As I speak to you, it has taken 4 years. I have not started flying Côte d'Ivoire. Why? Because when we got there to set up our office, they slammed us with very highly discriminatory charges that their own airline was not paying. All they wanted to do was to protect maybe Air Côte d'Ivoire. Meanwhile, Nigeria is always playing the big brother. Nigeria allows everybody to come in freely. And Air Côte d'Ivoire was coming into my country about 4 times a day or 3 times a day. When we wanted to go to their own country, they refused us. They knew they couldn't stop us, openly. So they used other means to stop us. When you fly into a country and you calculate your charges, and you're paying about $10,000 for one landing, all the charges you're paying, then how many people are you going to carry in that aircraft? So indirectly, they pushed us out. But we are coming back. I give all of them between now and June 15th, the wrongs are not put right. I will go to court and stop their airline from coming to Nigeria. Finish.
These are things that maybe Alan wasn't expecting, but he showed the importance of being resilient and standing his ground. He is very successful, but he also walks the walk and talks the talk. He has those charter airlines, and he has one private one, But instead of flying privately, he himself flies with everybody else on Air Peace. He said, if I can't fly my own airline, I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
Because I don't like flying private jet. I like flying with my passengers. If I believe in what I'm giving people, I should be able to find myself there. 2 days ago, myself, my wife, and my 4 children, we flew from Abuja. And people were saying, Alan, why do you and your whole family fly on one aircraft? That is risky, that's dangerous. I said, well, the lives of the other people, about 140 other people on my aircraft, my own life and that of my family is not better than theirs. So, except I don't believe in what I'm giving them to fly in. So I even put off this aircraft now for sale. I've called it Donia 328 factory in Germany. Now they should come and take it.
He also understands the importance of keeping up to date with the needs. And he saw there was a need to fly to the Caribbean direct from Nigeria. He did an inaugural flight to Jamaica and is in conversations to expand the airline's travels to the Caribbean. This is something else that he's sharing, to always be continuously to investigate and expand when necessary.
You recently did a historical trip from Montego Bay to Lagos, Accra, and people are asking, they said I should ask you, are you planning to have that route anytime soon?
Yes, we've been discussing with some Caribbean governments, even the government of Antigua too, the Jamaican government, Trinidad and Tobago. There's no connection, no direct flight connection between Africa and the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And that's been a source of problem for them. So we did the inaugural flight to Montego Bay, to showcase what we could do. We have the equipment. APIS has the 777. We have 3 777. We could deploy it. It will start flying maybe twice weekly or 3 times weekly. That's what we are targeting. That's what we're about to do. The process has begun, and in no distant future, we are going to start the Caribbean connections.
These two gentlemen have so many nuggets of information, excellent expertise in the areas they've developed. They understand the meaning of hard work, resilience, and to keep moving forward by expanding. These two gentlemen are men that I would love to sit down with and learn from. And I encourage you to watch Wode Maya's full interviews with both of them because there are so many nuggets of information they share. As I continue my journey of entrepreneurship, I will bring you other entrepreneurs that I learned from. But until then, please take a second, hit the notification button so you're notified the next time I upload some content that you may find inspiring. And please don't forget to share and like. Until next time, see you later. Bye.